Hey, it's Danielle from Banning Lane, and I am here with this week's Mix It Up Monday video. Now, I'm going to be totally honest with you and tell you that I had no idea what I was going to do for the video this week because I'm not a real big mixer-upper, I guess. I just do traditional pages and pocket pages, and that's what I do. But I definitely wanted to follow the theme of the Mondays video, so I had to just think about it for a while. But what I ended up doing was I went to the Silhouette online store and I just went there to look for inspiration as to what I should do, and I stumbled upon a cut file for a I guess a card box, a little box you can make to put cards in. And so I thought that that would be really fun to do. And then I'll make a few simple cards. And then I'm going to actually send it to my sister. I think that that will be really fun, happy mail to send her. And then she can have some cards to send out. I think she'll enjoy that. But once I figured out what I was going to do, I had to figure out what products I was going to use. And I stumbled upon this little set that I had in my stash. I bought this at Hobby Lobby. Oh, let's see. It was a while ago that I bought it. And it's just kind of been sitting there. Now, the inspiration piece had a lot of black in it, and so does this set. And then it had some bluish color. Although it wasn't the same blue as this, it was, this still reminded me of that inspiration piece. So I'm going to go ahead and get started, and we'll see what I come up with. So the first thing I did was pick what paper I wanted to use to make my little box. I knew I needed 2 sheets of paper, and I was really lucky because this pack of paper came with 2 of each design, so I could really choose any one of these. There were several good choices, but I ended up settling on the blue paper that had sort of that diamond print to it, and I think it turned out great. So here is my box all cut out, and all I need to do at this point is get it put together. Now, I am kind of famous for putting tape on the wrong flap or on the wrong side and kind of messing it up. So I just took a couple extra seconds just to make sure that I was putting everything together right and putting the adhesive right where it needed to go. It was pretty easy once I just took the time to look at it for a second. So this box comes with a bottom and then a lid, and this section that I'm putting together now is the lid, and I think overall this turned out super cute and I am pretty happy with it. Now what I did was I just went to Michael's and I bought a couple packs of these blank cards that I can decorate, and I also planned on using several stamps on these cards just because I had a lot of sets that I thought had good sentiments for cards on them, and I also pulled out that sticker sheet that came with that pack that I pulled to use on this project. Now I have to say that I didn't actually film me making these cards. I was a little unsure of the whole process because I haven't had a lot of experience in card making, so I really did a lot of this work off camera, and now I'm just taking all of those pieces that I've made and put them together on the cards, and you'll see how I do that. Also, I have to say that I originally started with the idea that I was going to get a lot of my inspiration from that inspiration piece, but once I got going on these cards, they kind of took on a little life of their own, I guess, and I don't think that they really end up looking like I was inspired from that inspiration piece, but I still think they turned out cute and everything was fine, so I think it's okay. Now this first card, I used a stamp that said "We Just Click," and I layered a wood veneer camera on top of that with a little heart, enamel heart, and I think that looked pretty cute. This next card, I cut out a heart, and then I used that stencil to, I used the heart, I laid it down on my card, and then I took my stamp and stamped it several times so that you could see the design of that heart. This red sticker that says thanks came from that sticker sheet, and I'm using a lot of fun foam on these cards just to pop up certain elements and add some interest to these cards, because overall you can see that they're pretty plain, but this is one of my favorites. I really like the way this one turned out. So this next card, I just took 2 of the stickers from that sticker sheet. One says happy and one says hello, and I just layered them on top of each other. I think that looks really cute, really simple. So you can see that I took washi tape. I took two different washi tapes that were pretty close in color, and I just layered them back and forth between the two colors to make that sort of block of washi tape. Then I went to my computer and I typed out the hello sentiment, and then I'm just going to use some fun foam to pop that up on the washi tape. I really like this card too. I think this turned out really, really cute. This next card, I used a Felicity Jane stamp that says a little bit of happy. I also used another pink enamel heart, and then of course some more foam to pop that up. I don't know if you can really see it, but I also took a lot of these little bits and pieces over to my sewing machine just to add a little bit more texture to this. You can kind of see it on this one that I'm working on right here. I find that when you do things simple, when you make things more simple, the more little details you can add to that, the better. So stitching on these and popping some of the elements up are really going to help them feel more special even though they are simple. So for this card, I just took 3 chipboard hearts and layered them on this rectangle sheet of cardstock, and I also stitched around the edge of that. I think that looks cute. So I also did the stamping technique where I just take the phrase and stamp it over and over again on this card. I left the circle in the middle white this time though, instead of making a shape. And now I'm putting a man and a woman little potty people on this. I'm making these cards for my sister, like I said, and so I thought this would be a cute one that she could give her husband. I used a Felicity Jane stamp again on this card, and the phrase says, I kinda like ya, which I think is adorable. And I just stamped it, I think 4 or 5 times with 2 different colors of ink. So I did most of them in the mint color, but then I did take one of them and I did in a coral color, and I think that that turned out really cute. So for this card, I stamped a pencil and then a sentiment that says, you got this. I colored in that pencil with some watercolors. I think this turned out pretty cute, but you'll see a little bit later on, because I think I made them so dimensional, I couldn't fit all of them in the box, so I had to cut a few of them out. So this one didn't end up making it in the box, but I still think it's pretty cute. So here's another super simple one. This is just a sticker that says thank you, and I just tape it on the card and call that good. This one is one of my favorites, and this one is one that I really gathered. I think this is one of the first cards that I did, and so I still had that inspiration piece very much on my mind. The green in this card really looked like the green in the inspiration piece, and I just thought that it went with that. But this one doesn't make it in the final set either, unfortunately, but it is pretty cute, so I'll probably definitely use this to write a little I love you note to my husband. So here I am just lining up all of the cards just so that you can get a final look at each of the cards and what they look like. I think this is an adorable set of simple cards, and I know that I would love to get this little package of cards in the mail. So here I'm just trying to get these all shoved into this little box the best that I can. I think I had a pretty good idea they weren't all going to fit, but I was going to give it a good shot here. You will see right there my box breaks, and so I knew I had to eliminate some. So I took 2 out, and I made sure they were ones that were more bulky, and then I layered these cards. I turned them some upside down and some right side up so that the more dimensional areas would kind of be dispersed instead of really bulky up at top. And then I put everything back in, and it fits. It's a tight squeeze, but it still fits pretty darn good. And then to just make this a little bit more special, I decided to tie a white bow around this box, and then I call it good. So I hope I've encouraged you to maybe make a card or even a set like this for a friend, even if you're not a card maker. I know these may not be as I guess fancy as some of the cards that are out there, but they're still pretty cute, and I know I would still love getting one of these in the mail from a friend. So I just want to encourage everybody to head on over to our Facebook group and to chat and join in there, share any projects that you've made. I also want to encourage you to check us out on Instagram, and also our blog got a little bit of a makeover, so definitely check that out. It looks really great. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully we'll see you all very, very soon. Bye-bye.